Okay, this is Ringwalk Media in association with Redline Specialist Cars, Highland Whiskey Clan, and MJ Catterall, and your sponsor Twins, of course. Nice to see you, Michael Gomez Jr. on a massive fight week for you.
Nice to see you too, mate. Yeah, massive fight week. What, we're 2 days away, 3 days away. Ready to go, mate. Ready to go.
Well, listen, there's a lot of history with this one. A lot of it unfounded as well. Statements made by Bellotti that were not true. I'd like to clear this up because I was in your changing room and you've come out and said exactly what happened, and it's exactly the way you've said it. You came unwell. You kind of hid it from the team a little bit, but once Kev, your manager, got involved, the doctor took the decision out of your hands. I believe Frank Smith was present. I believe that one of the Bellotti's team was present, and they knew that you were unwell. That's cleared it up.
Yeah, mate, listen, people are going to have their own, like I tried saying before, them little stories that people make up that are not fictional, but they sound good. It was all good and it helps to sell the fight and build it up, but it was no good to me, mate. It's not. It's all right making them stories. It's all right having those, them little, like, what do you call it? When they have those like fake stories and they have those mad endings. The only big problem was I was the main character in the story, so if I wasn't on board with the story, it kind of looks stupid. And I think over the last couple of days, and now the truth has come out, everybody's now fast tracking, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, like, I'm not scared. Like, what? He's not that. Like, he's a good fighter, but he's not that good to make me scared. Like, I fight, one, because I love it, and two, to provide for my kids. There's not a man on this fucking planet I'd get to the arena for and then think I ain't fighting him and missing out on that. Like, you must be nuts if you think that's going to happen. I would have rather gone in there like I was unwell, took an absolute pasting for as long as it would have lasted, and gone home. At least would have gone on with my money. Instead, I went home distraught, thinking my boxing career was over.
Yeah.
No money in the bank from it. Like, it was just like, mate, there was losing would not have been as bad as what it was. Like, it's been awful, mate. But once the team got hold of me and everything came round, I came back, mate. This time round, I am a different fucking person, mate. I am coming back with some serious problems in my head to prove to. I'm gonna prove some horrible things to people, mate. On Saturday night, I hope he's the best Reece Bellotti's ever been, because if he's not, I'm gonna make an absolute mess of him.
Well, I'm glad that we're getting the fight that we all hoped we'd get. This is a British. We seem to forget about this because of all the kerfuffle that's gone on. This is also a British title fight. This is a massive fight. You know, a British title over your belt, something that your father had done previous before you. And by the way, a lot of people don't realise, on that night when you were unwell, it was 25 years to the day your father won that belt.
It's just more mad, like, just so many mad things, mate.
Yeah.
Like, what I just say about, if I was like, listen, I'm not gonna hide it and not deny it, and I should have let my team know. I shouldn't have kept it, but
you're like most boxers, you'll box.
Day, mate, I wanted to fight. Like, I want to fight. I want to get paid. I want to fight. Like, I fucking love fighting, mate. Getting in that ring and win, lose or draw, it wouldn't matter. It doesn't matter. Getting in there and being smashed in the face and smashing someone back is what I love it, mate. Like, that whole, for as long as it lasts, mate, like, it does things to me. Like, I enjoy every bit of it, mate. When the blood's coming down my face, it's hard, I'm knackered. Like, it makes me excited, mate. I love them feelings. So to think I'd avoid somebody that close to a fight. But listen, Reece, fair play to him. He's now come out and said, like, you know, and mate, in the heat of the moment, if there was a spin in my team, there was his team should have stopped him from going out there. Matchroom should have put him on the spot. If that would have happened to me, would I have probably gone and ranted the same? Absolutely. But for him,
I think to epic proportions as well.
Mate, I probably would have gone worse, mate. I'm that kind of guy, but I know deep down, heart of hearts, he knows I ain't scared of him, and I feel like I feel like I'm in his head. I do feel like, because he knows at this stage in his career, after hard fight, he keeps mentioning the weight, he keeps mentioning the camps he's had. He knows Saturday night, I'm the last person you want to be fighting at this stage in your career.
But he seemed, saw the press conference earlier, he does seem to have got a couple of black eyes there. He's quite
got 2
drained.
Black eyes, mate. I don't know. Listen, mate. Either way, I don't care what is wrong with him. I don't honestly don't give a fuck about him. Sorry for my language, but that's the honest, truthful thing. How I feel about him. I don't hate him. I don't dislike him. I hate how it's all been portrayed, how that I've got no bottle and I didn't fancy, like, mate, I'm not scared of a man on the planet. Win, lose or draw, there's not a man on this planet I'm scared of, mate. It's like, I don't fear anybody. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
You know, well, the worst that can happen, we don't walk with, but like the likelihood of it, he beats me. So what, mate? Like, I'd get up and I'll go again. Like, there's nothing in this fight that scares me. I honestly do believe I'm gonna win, and I'm gonna win, and everyone's gonna be like, "Whoa, where's this kid come from?" Because, mate, I've always been good. I've always just never. My attitude is always, you know, sometimes I'm not always as switched on as I should be. I should not always up for it as I should be. Mate, people have backed me into the wrong corner, and I'm the kind of person, when you back me into a corner, I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna come out swinging. And I just don't think he's going to be able to live with me. He keeps making the same mistakes he's made in all his previous fights, and he clearly does because his eyes show that. You know, and if that's happening to you in spite of head guard and gloves on, weights there's no gallop. You know what I mean? That shouldn't be happening, really, should it?
No.
But listen, you know, he might have great preparation for him. I hope he's ready on Saturday night, mate. Forget the belts, forget everything else. I'm going to make a mess of him. And then every single person that's doubted me, slated me, they can make up the next lot of excuses of why I won.
Well, let's take it back a second. When you won the English title, that night was a really, really good night. You worked so bloody hard for that belt. I remember it very well because I was there and I saw you afterwards. And
which fight was that?
It was just. It was you were almost disappointed with your performance, but
yeah. Which fight was it? Which fight went about?
When you won the English title, the first time. Manchester Arena.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, well, I went in there with broken hand.
You did.
A stupid idea from me, and that was when I learned to not let emotions and let things get the better of me. You know, that was I went in there with some personal and
bits and pieces going on.
Yeah, Saturday. There's no. Well,
that's what I was going to say. The difference between that title.
Nothing personal. I said, like I said yesterday to him, at any point this week, if he wants to have a fight anywhere, I'm like that's how I'm just relaxed about me. I don't care. I will be there on Saturday night, and I'm going to be the best me. And if he beats me, because it's possible, mate. He's not a good, you know, you don't get to that level if you're shit.
Yeah.
You know, he's a good, solid fighter. If he beats me, I'll shake his hand after it and say, fair play, you're a better fighter. But I honestly believe the best me, the best him, I come out on top, and I come out in a very good fashion as well.
Well, I believe that the public get an absolute storming fight, probably better than the main event. I think Jack's going to make.
For as long as it lasts. It's because, mate, the way he's boxed his last couple of fights, he can't box me like that.
No.
He can't. One, because I'll swallow him up, and two, I'm just much better than him, and he won't be able to outbox me like that, so it's only going to be resorting to a fight, and I'm going to come out on top. Like, he just can't beat me at that game, unless I start doing stupid things, switching off and making mistakes. As long as I switch on, stick to what we've learned in the gym, and stick to what we're doing, I'm so confident, mate. Like, last time I was confident. That's the thing that annoyed me the most. Like,
yeah, you were.
Last time I was so confident, and I was unwell.
Yeah.
Imagine now, mate. I've just ate more there than I did for my last 4 fights on Fight Week put together. Like, I am fully, like, everything's spot on, mate. I could run a marathon right now. Like, I am pumped to go, mate. Saturday night, I'm gonna win, mate, and I just can't wait to absolutely go berserk after it. That's what I can't wait for. You know, the belts and all that, mate.
This could be the first time that one of the Carp Arena Live's dressing rooms has ever seen scenes like this. If it's your night,
I'll be shocked if they let me come back. Not because I'm not going to break anything, mate, but I'll be surprised if I just don't think. Yeah, they'll be like, this guy's a loon. Like, mate, I'm just going to let a lot of home truths out. So I'd hope for everybody's sake I don't win, because if I do, mate, there's so many names, mate. They're all stored up here, and I'm going to reel them off one by one, and I'm going to let them know about themselves one by one.
I bet Eddie Hearn's waiting for that.
Listen, Eddie was cool today. Eddie kind of...
I see you with him earlier. What was he saying to you?
No, I didn't know that Matchroom owned snooker or this.
Yeah, Matchroom were the snooker guys.
And I was sat in my room last night, and there was nothing on TV, so I was on my phone on the TNT.
Yeah.
And I was watching Mark Selby, and they mentioned it, and anyway, so I just thought, I wonder.
So you was talking to Eddie about snooker.
I literally asked him who his favourite snooker player was, and he said Ronnie O'Sullivan and Mark Selby, and I was like, yeah, pretty. I just wanted to know. I don't know why. I don't know. I'd like to ask his dad as well. So I should have asked Eddie that. I don't know. I just find it mad how the biggest and best promotional boxing company in the world.
Yeah.
Runs.
They do the darts as well.
Yeah, I know that, but darts can make the worlds and stuff, I can see the revenue that darts gets, especially now with the likes of Littler,
Yeah.
obviously Van Gerwen, Taylor. Like snooker isn't. It doesn't.
It's not as lucrative in your
Yeah,
mind.
it's not. And a darts
it is,
game,
though.
every now and then they'll do a good score and they'll give it the away, and he might give it one back. So it's a little bit. You never see someone win a frame in a snooker match and then start
Cheering.
shouting at the guy's face, like shouting at the guy. In snooker, darts has seen. Gary Anderson's had his fair few, and Adrian, like they've had a fair few.
Bit of to and fro, isn't it?
Yeah. So darts, I can see why on a night out at darts, everyone's going nuts, aren't they? Down in pints.
I reckon you'd be quite a good darts player, actually.
I'm awful, mate.
I think you should learn. I reckon you'd have a really good following at the darts. Eddie would sign you.
Yeah, if I could drink pints and play, I might be better. But if sober, I imagine I'd be absolutely diabolical.
Right. Well, listen, your team, right? So after that night, it wasn't a nice night. You know, I saw it. I know how devastated and gutted you were, and you know your team looked after you. They're the reason that you've come back. You know, as well as your own desires, of course. They've been there for you, haven't they? Those guys.
Mate, listen, Kev, Mike, Dave, Mark, yourself, and a couple of other people, mate, close to me. I probably wouldn't have boxed again. Just because, mate,
was it genuinely that bad?
Yeah,
you felt
mate,
that bad?
Not the shit I was getting, mate. Honestly, like I said before, half them people that sit at home have never boxed a day in their life, who just drink white ace and don't brush their teeth. Give me a bit of no, but they're the ones that he bottled it. Like,
yeah.
If you watch boxing, if you've seen any of my fights, that's one thing. You know, ability wise, and you can say what you want about that, but bottle wise, just watch my fights. I'm split open to the nines, and I'm still running in head first, mad for it. Like, that bottle is something you can't. You know what? Yeah. My point is.
It's probably the one thing that wasn't.
No, yeah, but my point is that Kevin, we should have got Kevin on here really. He said to me when it was hard, mate, because I was taking it bad. He was like, "Listen, you as getting pulled out by the boxing team, and then it being brought and you being pulled out for that. As a fighter, that shouldn't be like abused. That shouldn't be out there negative.
Yeah,
like,
it's a positive
in the
thing.
sport that we're in, people.
Your
die.
safety is important.
Like, people die and. Fighters now, because if some fighters that I've seen that like me, I'm pretty tough skinned. I can, you know what I mean. I like it. I enjoy getting a bit of grief and whatnot now and then. It's funny. Some fighters will see that and think, "Well, I can't handle that," and they'll go in there and they end up getting pasted in the face and beat up, mate.
Yeah,
that's not. We can't be. They can't be promoting things like that in the sport, and that's why I said today the thing with the Matchroom thing. Once he did the interview, that's cool. But they should not have kept posting that and kept posting that and kept posting that, because the real reason was, regardless whether, even if I went and done this story, like I said before, that I went and ran over there and said, "Doctor, please, can you pull me out?"
Yeah.
The bottom line was, the test that I did was failed.
Yes.
Reece said on the stage, "No, doctor, you can't. No, doctor, I'm not pissing it by." Do you think these officials are going to listen to me and say, "All right, yes, I'll make no worries"? No, they're there because they have to do that.
Medical evidence.
Yeah, if he was
exactly
if I says no, mate, piss off, and then I get in the ring and then I pass away, that guy's done. He's you know what I mean? He's going to jail.
Yeah.
Because he's listened to, like, so little.
The procedures are there for a position.
Yeah, mate. Like, once my manager made that choice, and he didn't think I was ready to fight, and I wasn't fit and ready, and shouldn't have been in the ring, and that doctor came in, and they made me then, after doing observations in my gym, they took me to the medical emergency room, whatever they want to call it. I don't know what they call it. Once I got put in there, they cannot say. I cannot say in there, "No, mate, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that."
No, that's it.
Once the doctor gets wind of it, what does he want me to do? Start fight? What do you want me to do? Start fighting Kevin? Say, "No, you're not doing that." Yeah. The reason he's the best manager in the world, and the reason has so many fighters, is because he does what he's meant to do. He should not. No, I should not have been in that ring that night. Because, listen, again, it might not change the outcome on Saturday. I might still get beat. I'm not gonna. But on Saturday night, that night, I would have gone in there and I would have just got pasted, mate. There was no life, mate.
You could have got hurt.
This is the best fight of my life, the biggest moment of my life, mate. Now, today, look at me, I'm fucking charged up to go, mate. That night, I was sat there a couple of hours away from it, and I just couldn't do anything. Like, I couldn't do anything. I tried getting myself. I tried all week to get myself going, mate. I tried everything. There was no life there. I would have just gone in there and just got pasted, and it would have been.
I'll tell you something that is going to get you going on Saturday night. You've sold probably over 1,000 tickets. You have got massive support from the area. And
know what, mate?
there are
Honestly,
so many people to say thank you to. I know you want to give them a bit
the
of a
whole
message.
team. Listen, the fans, every fight, every fight they're the same. They turn up. After what happened last time, don't get me wrong, not everyone did. So some people turned their back. Just, oh, never go much. You didn't go, slag me, slate me, royal.
But only a couple.
Then people know who they are, and fair play to them. That's. And no one. I've never ever expected anyone to come pay to watch me fight because money's hard to come by. You should never have to. If it was my choice, I'd give tickets to everybody for free. That's been my. That was my. If I could get in the ring, have a fight, and give tickets away for free, and it'd cost nobody any money, that's how I'd do it.
Yeah.
But to them people that come out and support me every single time, I can only be thankful. But even on Saturday night, there was nobody there. It was in a sports hall, just me, Reese, a referee. It won't make a difference. Saturday night, I don't need anything to get me going. I am ready to go, mate. I'll do it here now in this living room with just us 7, 8 people in there, and they're waiting
Please
to have
don't.
food about. No, that's
don't.
like, mate. I don't need any motivation. I don't need anything for this on Saturday.
But they are loyal guys. They do, obviously they pay their hard-earned money to come out and support you. It is a great thing, isn't
spend
it?
stupid amounts of money to come support me, mate. They've been up and down the country. We've been London. We've been everywhere, mate. And they never complain. They never say anything, mate. They're just there every single time. Saturday night when I win, they're going to enjoy it just as much as me, probably if not more. I reckon we'll get a good few hundred in there. Anyway.
Now, last time you promised to walk down Piccadilly to Deansgate naked with a belt round you if you won. Are you going to do it again?
I don't know where we can go from this. I actually know where we
Piccadilly
are.
Station.
I don't know where it is from me, but yeah, mate.
It's right there.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I promise you, mate. I promise you. Mate, I promise you now I'll be doing it. And
It's probably going to be about 5 o'clock in the morning as well, isn't it?
I'll be doing it. No, because apparently the show's going to be starting a bit earlier. The card's starting. There's only 4 main fights, is there?
Yeah, I think there's 4 big fights
I reckon,
and then there's the undercard.
I'll be
So.
on about 8:30, I reckon. So I reckon be back in here by 10:30. Pizza in mouth and then undies off. Off we go.
Well, listen, whatever happens at the weekend, from us to you, I hope it goes the way you want. We hope that you get the result you want and that you're safe and you get out of the ring.
Yeah, mate,
All
listen,
help.
as much as back and forwards and he said what he said, I don't want, as much as I'm going to do a job on him, mate, I hope we both, when it's all said and done, we
Back
both
to your
leave
family
we
safe.
both leave the ring and we both can go home and we can carry on our lives because, mate, it's a shit sport.
And then the Gomez Junior train goes on because you'll have a British
Mate,
title.
the Gomez Junior train it won't end anytime soon. I have to. If I didn't win this fight, it'd be questionable because where do I go? But I'm not ready to walk away yet. Anyway, even if that happened, I know it'd be hard to come back, but there's no way I'm losing anyway, mate. I just don't see how unless I make a stupid mistake, and if that happens Sunday morning, that's my own fault. From then until right this second, everything is bang on perfect. The only way I lose this fight on Saturday night is if my own mistake and I start doing stupid things and getting careless and getting giddy and getting excited and let the emotions take over. If I don't do any of them things, I reckon come the end of round 8, round 9, if it goes that far, I'll be a clear winner and it'll be over.
Well, we're about to find out.
2 days
Michael,
away,
you've
mate.
got some training to do, as always.
Well, yeah,
Best wishes.
Just a little shake up, mate. It's a bit of fun. I'm fucking pumped, mate. That's what I go. Like,
You're in a very good mood, mate. It's
mate,
nice to
'cause
see.
I've had everything. I've just ate like good, man. Like, do you know what I mean? You shouldn't be eating like that too. I did less than what, 12, what did you say? 24 hours away from a weigh-in. I just ate like a good solid amount of food, mate. It probably ate more today than I have done probably last week. It's really like I've done everything spot on, mate. It's perfect. And
Well, we'll find out.
Saturday night.
That's what it's all
It all
about.
comes down to who's going to want it more, who's better, and who's going to make the less mistake. And Saturday night,
I can't wait. I just can't wait for the party afterwards.
It's not even the speech, mate. I hope your camera's ready, mate. I reckon come Saturday night, I reckon we could.
I think you're probably going to be banning cameras after you win.
No, I probably would. We'll do a little brief interview. You deserve.
Mate.
You deserve my fingers. You deserve some of the things I've got to say because you was a part of it, and you can back up the things, and you deserve.
Mate, listen, that's what we do.
Other than that,
it's all about boxing for us.
And my friend Aki as well. Aki from
Of course, yeah.
boxing now. Aki and Chris have been there from when I started.
Yeah.
Way back when I wasn't even doing it properly and I was messing around. Other than that, everyone else, mate, they chucked the 50p's in, they've shared the interviews, they've slated me. Saturday night, you best be ready. If I win, you best pray. Everyone best just pray. Everyone that's doubting me best pray. I don't win, because if I do, nobody's safe, mate. Everybody's cats, dogs, sheep, anything is getting it, mate, on site. Your name comes to mind, mate, anything, honestly, nobody's safe. No animals, no frogs, no nothing. Goldfish. Anything that comes to mind.
Goldfish is a bit harsh.
Mate, listen, if
what have the goldfish ever done to you?
I know someone with a goldfish, and I think they've had something, and I know they've had something to say about me, they're getting it, mate.
Well, I want you to win. I'm not so sure about the fish, but yeah, I want you to win, mate. And
that'd be nice. I don't know. We'll see. Mate, listen.
Well, whatever happens, mate.
Else to gain, lose. It doesn't matter. Does it? Saturday night, as long as we both go home safe after it, and
everyone gets paid, and we go again.
Listen, that's because that's the thing. Last time, I wouldn't listen as much as. Why would I want Reece to go home to his family without being paid? Why would I want that? You was in the room. Kev was in the room. Everyone can. The first thing I said. You wasn't actually in the room. It was me, Kev, 2 guys from the board, Mike Jennings, Eddie Earns guy,
Frank Smith.
And the first thing I said was, "What about Reece? I hope he gets paid." That was the man. And now Kev will back me up on that. And Kev's an honest man. Frank Smith, if he's an honest man, and everyone else, they'll back me up on that. That's the first thing I said.
And they did say they would do this again.
Confirm that when he comes off the phone. That's the first thing I said.
We did an interview, me and Kev, afterwards. So
that's the first thing I said was, "I hope." Because, mate, I don't want him to go through all that and not get paid. Like, we miss a lot away from our families. And, my daughter started nursery last week, the week before.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to go nursery yet. Like, you miss so many things, mate. It's madness. So I wouldn't want him to miss all them time. I don't know. I'm not all his kids are. I don't think he has, but I think he has. Like, why would I want him to miss all that time away for his family and not to get paid? Like, I'm not that kind of guy, mate. I might be a bit schizo and a few wires and lost, mate, but I'm not that kind of guy, mate. I wouldn't purposely miss it. My own kids' Christmas wasn't as good as what it could have been because I didn't fight. Like, well, I wouldn't choose that. It was my choice, so they got in there, took the pasting like a man, and it is what it is.
Well, Saturday night, we find out, my friend.
110% the best me, and if he beats me, he's a better man. But
can't ask for any fairer than that, Michael. Always a pleasure, mate. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.